And that's why Albert Einstein would say that you should not seek to be a man of success. Not saying that we should not seek for success. It's just saying that it's not success that brings about value. It is value that brings about success, right? If I'm a person of value, then my value will bring about the success that I need, that I seek. But just seeking for success without value would not work, because to get success, I have to be a person of value. Value produces success. Success does not necessarily produce value, right? So we need to seek to be more valuable, to be a person of value, because the value that we are is what produce in everything that we do, whether it be in relationship, whether it be at our workplace, we are reproducing ourselves. The question is, what we are reproducing, how does it compare to what people pay for, right? Because that's what's going to determine whether we'll make it or not, and we'll come back to talking about that value. But let's just quickly talk about the two, what all we have been talking about, and comparing it to the way our educational system is, right? My next slide will flow on from what I was talking about, but maybe I should do that. I'm going to switch these two slides just so I don't lose the train of thought. What did I just do? Did I do it correctly? I was going to move slides here. All right, I did. So let's just continue on that third part. Then I will come back to close on talking about the education system. We're just talking about value. There's something called the law of compensation, and it's attributable to Emerson. Emerson taught what he calls law of compensation, and simply the law of compensation, it just simply says that you will be rewarded for the value you bring. People don't get paid for the time they spend, right? They don't just get paid for smiling. It's the value they bring. Their contribution is what they get paid for. So when politicians start complaining about billionaires, oh, they are making so much money, they have no clue, because they are all politicians and not businessmen. When it comes to business, when it comes to the marketplace, people get paid not for their size, not for the time they spend, but for the value they bring, right? So someone who makes a difference for the company that makes 40 billion just by being the CEO for the company will get well rewarded out of that 40 billion, as against someone who works, carries load and everything, but that carrying load, only brings something, maybe 100,000 for the company. You're going to get paid by the value that you're bringing to the company, right? In its pure a corollary to the law of compensation by L. Nightingale just talks about that. What you get paid is a function of the value you bring and the ease of replacing you. If another person can, if your value you bring can easily be gotten back from someone else, you're not going to be paid much. There needs to be a uniqueness to the value you bring, and that's why we talked about that education is within out, because only within out will bring about the uniqueness of who you are. They will bring about that the value you bring cannot be easily reproduced, because there's no other person like you. But I say if your education is from outside in, then you're pretty much going to be doing what is easily replaceable, right? So because it's not unique to you, then you are easily replaceable. That means the value that the market will pay for you will not be that much, right? So let's just so pretty much just talking about different modes or different ways of education, right? The educational system that we have is really on a negative. It's a negative. It's on the negative side. It evades. It misses the mark. from the original intent of education, because education again is supposed to be from inside out, not from outside in, which is what we'll find in our educational system today, right? It's the inside out approach that would work for us in financial empowerment, right? Not the outside in approach, because the outside in approach is trying to force ourselves to be something other than who we are, right? The inside out approach is trying to be who we are, right? And helping ourselves to grow as who we are, right? So the inside out approach is first knowing who we are and then looking for the right education or knowledge or training that would help us become more of who we are, be comfortable in ourselves. You see, and that's one of the things I've had to do for myself. I've had to reproduce myself to be who I am today, right? I've had to find out who I am and grow who I am. Right. That's why I'm more confident today. I'm more calm. I'm more reassured. I have a swag around who I am and what I do, because I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm not trying to be anybody. I'm just trying to be more of who I am. I know who I am and I'm developing who I am, becoming stronger as who I am. So that brings me to a place of freedom. You're right. And that helps me also on my financial empowerment journey. Toba, any question on that line? All right, I'm gonna show you. Any question? No question, huh? I see you're probably around church. Yeah. You're in a loud place, right? All right, I'm gonna excuse you. All right, so pretty much that's what when I talk about education is pretty much having the right disposition to education, right? It's not about filling our heads with knowledge. It's not about having degrees, diplomas. It's about using it, not allowing that to use us, right? And it's about using it to become more of who we are. First of all, recognizing who am I, right? Who am I, right? And how can I then use who I am to face the world, right? To bring value to the marketplace, right? So I'm using my education then to develop me, because as I develop me, I'm becoming a person of value, right? The person of value that I come becomes reproduced in everything that I do, right? Again, it becomes reproduced in my relationship, right? We talk about emotional intelligence, right? It becomes reproducible in the work that I do itself, because then I become a person of excellence, right? Have a vision for excellence, for doing things right, right? It becomes reproducible, in my deliveries, So, and that's what's important, So education is supposed to amplify us, not define us, right? And it needs to work for us, not against us. That's the essence of education. All right, amen. So I see you're in a loud place, probably can't talk much, but I'm going to stop here unless you have a question for me. All right. His internet is shaking. All right. I'm not going to go further. I don't have any questions, so I'm going to stop here. Again, like I say, this goes on YouTube directly. If you have any question on all I've shared, just let me know. Drop a comment for me, and I'll reply you. This goes on onto my Facebook page for this book club with Sentaki on Facebook, a group. If you have any question in this was, let me know and I can reply you. Just get on my Facebook page also. So feel free, and we can share together and grow together, and I can be a blessing to you, and you can be a blessing to me also. All right, God bless you. That's all I have for you this week. Next week we continue with chapter 10 also, but we're looking at media. and government taxes if we have a time. God bless you. Have a great week ahead and great remaining of the afternoon. God bless you. Bye bye.